Right, so his word picture is either going to be as a full licence holder, or somebody who's got a test in a couple of weeks' time, yeah? And the word picture is going to be his instructor's gone off playing golf or gone sick today, but he has got the same car as you, so he is familiar with the controls of the Fiesta, yeah? And his instructor has just been running through the different subjects, and he was going to have a look at his progress. They either call it progress or use of speed.
Okay.
Hesitancy and normal road positioning, yeah?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, so where would you go from there?
Well, I tend not to ask too many questions to begin with.
Right, do you ask any questions?
Normally a few.
Yeah, go on then.
What driving experience have you had before?
Well, you know that I've got my test in 10 days' time, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah?
What do you understand about?
That's better, yeah. Yeah.
Normal.
That's what I understand about what?
Normal driving position.
Oh, it's either the meter from the curb or middle of my lane, isn't it?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah?
Yep. What was the other one?
Progress.
Progress. Okay. We tend to have to do that on the move, but yeah. What about distances? About being away. How far do you think you should be away from the car in front?
That's not part of the subject.
It's not covered in it then?
No. It's... Right, I'll give you an idea of what is covered and what they could do in this subject, yeah? Progress, which means normal progress.
Okay, yeah.
They can either play it that they're going too fast for the...
too slow?
Yeah. They can't do both of them, yeah?
Right, okay.
So it's either going to be too slow for the conditions or too fast for the conditions. They won't break the speed limit.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
Road position, they can either play it too far to the right, too far to the left. They can't or they won't do both of them, yeah?
Okay.
So you'll only have one of them to deal with. And there's obviously hesitancy, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah? Hesitancy could be lack of preparation. In other words, stop and sit at traffic lights. They're the first, second, and third vehicle. They're sitting with the handbrake on, the gear lever in neutral.
Right. Okay.
Yeah? The cars in front move away, big rush. They're a bit slow getting away. That's a form of hesitancy, yeah?
Okay.
It could be not judging it properly when to go at junctions. Walk across, drive across rule, yeah?
Okay, so we're waiting too long.
Yeah. Or they quite often use roundabouts because they're quite easy.
Okay.
Easy to play around now. It could be they're coming up too quick and stopping, looking, seeing it's clear.
Okay, so they're not looking beforehand.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Or it could be that they're not looking at the whole picture of the roundabout. In other words, they're not looking for the blocking vehicles, yeah? Yeah, so what you need to do is just make sure that you're working on all those things, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
And always bear in mind at this stage, or this level, they've either got their test in a couple of weeks' time, or they've got this driving assessment, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's very important to sort the problem, and then when you sort it, what do you do with it?
The consequences.
Yeah, so let's say you sort out my road positioning.
Yep.
How do I know it's been sorted?
Because we reinforce it by saying this is your normal road position.
Well, you will tell me
and then we guide them
that,
through the next time.
That I'm happy you got that now. I'll pass it back to you, but I will keep an eye on it, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah? And otherwise I'm going to get to the end of the lesson and feel, well, you know, this is my last lesson before my assessment, or my last lesson before my test. Has it been sorted, yeah? That make sense?
Yep.
Yeah? Right, so we'll have a go at that. So, if you just tell me to...
cockpit drill? You happy where you're sitting? Comfortable?
Yep.
Okay. Are we going to check the mirrors this time, even though you're ready for your test?
Yeah.
Okay. What can you see at your mirrors?
I can see the top and bottom of the back window.
Yep.
I can see a bit of my head restraint and a bit of yours.
Okay, yep.
And I can see 2 finger widths, a bit of sky, a bit of road.
Good.
And the same with that one.
Good.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, you always do that at the beginning of both phases, yeah?
Okay, cool.
And providing they're sitting in the seat properly, make sure you're watching, especially if the subject is, let's say, mirrors and emergency stop, yeah?
Okay. So say use of mirrors then,
Sorry?
Yeah, okay, use of mirrors.
Yeah, so, you know, really,
Heard that before.
you know, providing you're sitting in the seat properly,
Yep.
then the explanation he gives you when he asks you, when you ask him what can he see, may differ from the one that he gave you on the phase 1. So when you get to phase 2 and they're swapping over to be a different pupil, you know, my name is now Tom, yeah?
Yeah.
Tell him to set himself up, because he will fiddle around the seat anyway, and he will have a fiddle around with the mirrors. Watch him as he adjusts the mirrors, and just make sure that he is looking where he should be looking, and then ask him what he can see.
Okay, yeah.
The answer he gives you on the phase 2 will probably be different than the phase 1.
Right.
Yeah, but it will be the right answer, providing they're in the right seating position. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so don't start getting your book out and go, hang on a minute. Yeah, yeah, because you'll be there all day. Yeah. So we're going to have a look at my progress, hesitancy, and normal road positioning.
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
And we're going to turn left.
We're going to go left at the end of the road then, please, Tony.
And we're going to turn right.
And we're going to go right at the end of this road then, please, Tony.
Killed by a driving instructor.
Sorry?
Get killed by a driving instructor.
Yeah. Did you wait for us?
Yeah, I was right to delay there, wasn't I?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, yeah, yeah.
It is our priority, isn't it?
Clearly she just didn't have the confidence to pull out in front of a driving instructor.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
I'm just going to make our way right down to the very end of that road, and we're going to turn right.
Okay, so we're going to go straight over the first one and then right to the next one then, please. What's the speed limit along here?
Oh, 20.
20. What are we doing?
Oh, 10.
Okay. Do you think we could go a little bit faster?
I just want to show you that I'm really safe.
That you're really safe?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you think it's really safe going really slow?
Well, yeah, I'm less likely to hit anything, I'm not.
But what about anything hit us?
Will it?
Well, good do. I think we should be doing 20. Is the road clear ahead? Can you see? Anything ahead of us?
Cars, yeah.
Huh? Apart from parked cars. So what are we going to
There's a car
hit?
coming towards me now.
So what are we likely to hit?
Yeah, so come out having a different, slightly
Sorry?
different angle, yeah?
Sorry?
Right, so come out having a slightly different
Okay.
angle. Yeah, I'm doing 10 mile an hour, the speed limit is 20, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, so what you want to do is you want to get me up to a safe speed for the road.
Yep.
Almost immediately, yeah, and diffuse the situation, because if there is anybody behind me, what are they likely to do?
They go overtake us.
Yeah, and they might overtake me, and
When
because they're
was that
feeling a
speed?
bit peeved, they might overtake me in front of that minibus coming towards me, yeah?
Yep.
So they could hit it head on, yeah? So say to me, by that next lamppost, you want me doing 20 mile an hour, yeah?
Okay. So by the next lamppost, we're going to be doing 20 miles an hour.
Now you need to go into the reasons why.
Okay, and the reasons that we're going to be doing 20 miles an hour is because that's the speed that everyone else is travelling at. So people are going to think we're travelling at that. The car behind that's been queuing behind us for a long time is going to get peeved off and go for the overtake and probably crash into the front of that bus. Do you get frustrated when people are going really slow?
No, I like going slow.
You like going slow?
Yeah,
I can tell. We can get right at the end of the road.
No need to be sorry. Right, so now you need to recheck my knowledge and say to me now, we're in a new road now, so what's a good speed for this road, Tony?
What's a good speed for this road, Tony?
Now it's a 20 mile an hour limit.
Yep.
I suppose I could do 20 here, couldn't I?
Yep.
Because I can see up to that bend there is clear.
Yep.
So I would be able to stop at a distance I can see to be clear, wouldn't I?
Yep. That's the way it's been.
And what's the consequences of not driving at appropriate speed for the road, Tony?
And what's the consequence of not driving at appropriate speed?
That guy behind who's got steam coming out of his ears will probably try overtake me near the bend and he could hit that Mini.
Yep.
Yeah? So, just check my knowledge once more when we turn into this next road, and then if I give you the right answers, then you can then pass it back to me, yeah?
Okay.
So we're going to turn right.
We're going to turn right, please, Tony. So, what's a good speed for this route?
Well, I can't go much faster at the moment until I get past this one, can I?
Yeah. Okay. But when we get past it, then?
I'll have a look when I get past it and let you know.
Okay.
Oh, it's a 20 mile an hour speed limit.
Yep.
I can see pretty much well ahead there. Probably safe to do 20?
I would say so, yeah.
Now, what's the consequences again?
And what's the consequences if we're going a bit slower?
The car behind might try overtaking me
Oh.
near the bend there, and you could hit a car head on.
Yep.
So I'm happy you got that now, Tony, so I'm going to pass it back to you, but I will keep an eye on it.
Okay, so I'm happy you've got it now, Tony, and I'm going to pass it back to you, and I'm going to keep an eye on you.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
So let's just say I played that the other way, and I went too fast for the conditions, i.e. there's parked cars either side of me on a very narrow road, and I started, and it was a 30 minute, and I wound up to 30 mile an hour. How would you handle that straight away? How would you diffuse it?
Well, obviously we're going too fast because the speed limit is only 20.
No, let's say the speed limit was 30.
Okay. Obviously for those conditions where there's cars parked on either side, we're not really anticipating anything coming
No,
around.
I mean, what's the first thing you're going to do? I mean, don't forget, I'm
Slow down.
going. Yeah. So how are you going to slow me down?
By telling you to slow down.
Hey?
By telling you to slow down. So
Yeah, but I can play around with that, couldn't I? Yeah, I could drop down to 29, couldn't I?
yeah, but we're going to slow down until I think it's safe.
Yeah, but that could take ages, couldn't it?
Yeah. Well, not. It won't take that long.
How about giving me a Pacific?
We're going to drop it down to.
Right, so let's go left here.
Okay. So I can give a Pacific speed that I want you to do.
Yeah, so let's say I was going way too fast for the conditions here.
Yeah.
Tony, 20 mile an hour now.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There's no good saying slow down, because I will.
Okay.
I'll slow down to 29.
Okay.
You say slow down again, I'll slow down to 28. So I am doing what I'm told, but
Not what I want.
well, you need to get me safe, don't you?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. And then you would need to go into the reasons afterwards. Yeah.
So the reasons that we're going slower and we're not going so fast is because obviously we can't really anticipate what's going to come around the bend.
Well, for a start off, I wouldn't be able to stop in the distance I can see to be clear, would I?
No.
Because not only on a distance I can see to be clear ahead, it's also the distance I can see to be either side of me.
Yep.
So if somebody opened the door or a car moved away, or somebody walked out behind those cars at 30 mile an hour, I wouldn't be able to stop, would I?
No.
And we're going to turn left.
And we're going to go left then, please.
So whether the speed's too slow or too fast, diffuse the situation straight away by getting me to the speed you want me to,
Okay.
and then start going into the analysation and remedial action, yeah?
Right, okay.
Don't even notice you have got a speed on that reflex on
Yeah, I
there.
did see that, yeah.
And we're going to turn right, please.
We're going to go right to the end of the road then, please. Where are we going to be in the road? What's our normal driving position?
Middle of my lane or a metre from the curb.
And where are we?
Well, you know, when I'm sitting out here, I'm a real danger, aren't I?
Yeah.
What's the first thing you should do?
So we're going to get a bit closer to the curb, I think.
Yeah, steer towards me. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, get us safe first. Don't be talking to me while I'm sitting out in the middle of the road, yeah?
Okay.
Now we're going to turn left.
Left then, please, Tony.
Right, so I've made the error now, so what are you going to do?
Make sure you don't do it again.
So how are you going to do that?
Right. So,
Right, so the first thing you say to me is, what's my position for normal driving?
what's your position for normal driving?
Oh, either a metre from the curb or the middle of my lane.
Good.
And how do I judge that?
How do you tell?
Oh, I just know it.
Because?
Sorry?
Yeah, okay then. So how do you judge it? Because we're too close now, aren't we? How are you judging it?
Oh, I just know it.
Right.
Sorry?
Well, we seem to be doing a lot of weaving. How do you judge it? Well, yeah, you get back over.
Come on.
Okay, this is our normal driving position.
Yeah, take control of it, yeah?
Okay, this is our normal driving position. Okay, we need to be in this driving
Right, if
position.
I give you the answer, I just know it, or I'm just winging it, obviously that's not enough, is it?
No.
And even if you had been through all the remedial action stuff, I'll still be going back out again.
Okay.
Why?
Because I haven't told you the consequences.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll be out there on the Sundays, won't I? What's the consequence of me driving down the middle of the road?
We're probably going to have a head-on collision with somebody coming the other
Yeah,
way.
it's a big consequence, that, isn't it?
Or you're gonna like, swerve at the last minute, and I'm going to end up in that ditch.
Yeah, well, that's not going to happen. But, yeah, so the first thing you got to do is you've got to get me back safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk to me when I'm sitting out there because you might not get a chance to finish your sentence. Yeah.
Okay.
So steer towards me, Tony. You know, all right?
Normal driving positions here.
Yes. Ask me what my normal driving position is. I'm probably going to tell you, middle of my lane, or a metre from the curb.
Okay.
How do I judge it?
How do you judge it?
I just know it. But obviously I don't, do I?
No.
I think I know it, but I don't. So, what's the consequence of driving out too close to the centre line or over the centre line?
You're going to have a head-on collision.
Yeah, I'm at least going to lose my dormer, am I?
Yes.
Now we're going to turn right at the end, yeah?
Right to the end of the road, then, please.
So right now you need to work on, how you're going to help me solve this problem.
Okay.
So how you going to...
By asking you.
Yeah, so obviously I'm trying to get inside your head to see what... Do I need to teach you this or do you already know it?
Okay.
So how would you work on that?
By asking you what your normal driving position is.
Yeah, I've already told you.
Okay.
A metre from the curb or the middle of my lane.
So we're going to be driving like that then?
No, I know the theory side of it.
Right.
Yeah, but I can't judge it, can I?
No.
If I could, I wouldn't be sitting there here all the time. Yeah. So.
Okay. So how can you judge a metre away from the curb?
Well, I can't, can I?
Okay, but how can we? What could we use?
Have you? I thought you said you covered the subject with your trainer.
Yeah.
Right. There's different ways.
Okay.
First one is the wear marks on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see the wear marks?
Yeah.
Some people call them the tram lines, yeah?
Yeah.
The shaded bit, keep that in the middle of the car. Keep a wheelie at the side of it.
Yeah.
I might come back if I'm not happy. I want to push you a little bit further. I might say, oh, I never use them because where I live, the roads are re-tarmacked every couple of weeks. Yeah. So another way of judging it is look well ahead. Put your eyes on full beam. That way, if you're looking well ahead, it helps you to steer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, that doesn't work for me. Then the other way is if I look in the right-hand door mirror and the left-hand door mirror, I should be an equal distance from the line on the left and the line in the centre of the road. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Now that's about as far as you can go on the move. You might play ball with that, or you might push a little bit further and say, ah, it doesn't work for me, it makes me wander all over the place. So you need to then suggest that we're going to need to find a quiet road where we can stop in a normal driving position without inconvenience other road users, and we'll pick up a reference point.
Okay.
Yeah? And he'll probably say to you at that point then, because you've exhausted all the ways that you can improve it, okay, I've got it now, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah? Right, so you now need to go back now and check, has he got it, yeah?
Yeah.
So what's your position for normal driving, Tony?
So what's your position for normal driving, Tony?
Oh, is it immediately from the curb or the middle of my lane, isn't it?
Yep. How do you judge that?
Oh, I'm using those wear marks that you gave me, and I'm looking well ahead. I find that really helpful.
Good. Okay.
And what's the consequences?
So what's the consequence of this being too far over?
Oh, I could have a head-on collision with one of those vehicles, yeah?
That's it, yeah. Okay. So now you're going to do it then, and I'm going to keep an eye on it.
Right. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Have you honestly never ever covered that before?
No, the only time we covered it was obviously we were on a smaller road, and I got them to pull up, and then we would talk about, when we pulled up, the reference points when we pulled up, about looking further down the road.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we don't never ever go with asking the SE, have you got a reference point for your normal road position as he's driving along at 50 mile an hour, yeah? Because, yeah, he will tell you, and it's going to go something like this, oh yeah, over there, yeah? Yeah? You know, so don't attempt to do that on the move, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
If he needs a reference point, then
We've got to find somewhere else.
you'll find a quiet road where you can stop without inconvenience any traffic behind or ahead of you, and we will reset the reference point or pick a reference point, yeah?
Okay.
So go with the tram lines first. Yeah, they can push all the way down to the end if they want. It just depends on how, you know,
What kind of thing doing?
well, they want to see, you know, what you know, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, then go with looking ahead. You know, put your eyes on main beam, look ahead. And then go with looking in the right mirror, the left mirror, yeah? And then if he still wants to carry on playing around with it, then it's the reference point, isn't it?
Okay, yeah.
But that's not going to be done on the move, yeah?
Yep. Okay. So if you're still playing up, and I'll say when we get to that stage, I can say to him, right, we're going to find quiet road, and we're going to.
Yeah, and as this is going to be very near the end of, it's a phase 2 subject, as it's going to be very near the end of your test, there's probably not going to be a road that he can use, and he's probably not interested in finding a road.
He just wants you
because
to.
he knows that you know the importance of teaching reference points, yeah?
Yeah.
So therefore he knows that you know, so why...
He won't push it further.
Yeah. Oh, I've got it now, yeah?
Yeah, right.
But then you need to come back at him and say, well, if he's got it, you know, what's he using?
Yeah.
Yeah? And he will give you either one or two of the ones that you're giving him, yeah?
Right. Yeah.
So we're still on the same subject. Obviously you've got an idea of the bit I haven't done yet.
Yep.
What's that?
We've done anticipation.
You got short-term memory loss.
Well, yeah. Well, we've done the hesitation, haven't we? And we've done.
Have I done a hesitation?
Well, yeah, because we're too hesitant when we were driving.
No, that was progress.
Progress.
Yeah, that's progress.
So it's hesitation we haven't done. I got it by default.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, me not driving at the correct speed for the conditions is not hesitant, it's progress, yeah?
Okay.
I'm not making progress for the road and traffic conditions, yeah?
Okay.
So hesitancy is a lack of judgment or a lack of preparation, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
And at the roundabout ahead, we're going to follow the road straight on, please.
Okay, we're going to go straight over the mini roundabout, please. Today. Was there any need for us to stop there?
Sorry?
Was there any need for us to stop there?
Yeah, what you should have done was just got me going. Yeah, diffuse the situation straight away, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
And now go into the...
So was there any need to stop there? Or slow down?
I was just checking.
Check in what?
To the right.
Okay, but it was straight ahead.
Yeah, well, I was checking to see if anybody's coming from the right.
From where?
Sorry?
From where?
Well, roundabouts had to give way to the right, didn't they?
Yeah, and where was the right to us then?
That side.
Yeah, but they were coming from straight on, weren't they?
Yeah, but they could have come around front, couldn't they?
Okay, and how would we have known if they were going to do that?
Oh, they might have indicated, mightn't they?
Yep. So that was our... That's where we've got to be looking. We've got to be looking for the indication. I appreciate not everyone may indicate, but that's what we're looking for. People indicating. Road position will be another one.
Yeah, I didn't actually see it till the last minute though. That's why I stopped.
Okay, so we need to be looking further ahead then, don't
Oh,
we?
right. Oh, does that help?
It always helps, yeah. The further ahead we look.
Yeah, right. Maybe you can help me with that.
Yeah, okay then. That's what we... So, at the roundabout?
We're going to follow the road straight.
We're going to go straight like that. So this time, obviously we're going to be looking all the way over there, right the way down, see where the blue van is. Car behind you indicating, so this is probably a situation where we're going to have to stop, isn't it?
Alright.
Yep. Okay, now they're not indicating, so now we can go.
Alright. So I just need to look to the right, don't I?
Yes.
I don't need to be looking the rest of the bloody roundabout.
No.
Do I?
No. We're just looking to the right, because everyone from our right are going to give way to us, aren't they? They're going to give way to us. At the roundabout then?
And we're going to turn left. Don't worry, I will give you directions.
So where are we looking?
Oh, to the right only.
Yeah, and straight ahead this time, because there's a right turn, so look at both. Is it clear? It looks clear to me. Where we go?
Oh, I thought you said I only need to look to the right.
Well, we need to look away roundabouts, because obviously, primarily we need to look to the right, because that's what we've got to give way to traffic for. But
Did you say I need to look all the way around the roundabout now?
Well, we need to look, obviously, roundabouts obviously are all the way. It does help us if we look all the way, because obviously some traffic's going to be turning right, and therefore going to block everybody else, which means that we can go.
But the people coming from the left will give way to me, won't they?
Yes.
So I'm not bothered about them, am I?
No. But what about the guy coming straight on then?
I've got to worry about him, haven't I?
You've got to worry about him,
yeah.
And you've got to worry about the people on the right.
Yeah.
Okay,
so the people on the left are not good to me, I don't...
Okay, so if he's coming from straight on...
No, go straight.
If the guy from the roundabout is going to come straight on, what's that going to have to the guy who's waiting on the right then?
Oh, the guy who's waiting on the right would have to give way to him, wouldn't he?
Yeah, so that means that we could...
Oh, we could go, couldn't we?
Yeah, because he's going to block him, isn't he?
Yeah.
So that's why we need to look in both those directions.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't have to worry about the one coming from my left.
Well, he may be coming all the way round, so that's going to help us even further, because he's going to block the two others.
Oh, right, I get you, yeah, I never thought of that.
You see what I mean? Because his indicator will be telling us that he's going right, so he's going to be our blocker for the other two, which means that we can skirt left or go straight on.
Now we're going to we're going to turn right.
And we're going to turn right this roundabout. So
yeah, so just coming out of road a minute.
Yep.
If you think of the first instruction you gave me,
yep.
Don't worry about anywhere apart from the right, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Obviously, that's going to come back and bite you in the backside, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what you could have said to me there was, where am I looking? And am I going to go in front of that silver car, or am I going to wait for it, yeah?
Okay. Can't make up his mind today.
No, I can't. And at the roundabout, we're going to be turning right.
We're going to go right to the roundabout. So, where are we looking?
I'm looking to the right.
Yep.
I'm looking ahead.
Okay.
I'm looking to the left.
Yep. Is it clear?
Oh no, no car coming.
That's it. Is it clear now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now then, at the roundabout, we're going to follow the road straight over.
So we're going to go straight over at the mini roundabout then, Tony. So where are we looking?
I'm looking to the right.
Yep.
I'm looking ahead.
Okay, anything coming?
I can't see anything.
Okay. So are we going to go or stop?
I'm going to go.
Okay.
I think that ambulance is going to wait, isn't he?
Yep.
He has to wait for me, isn't he?
Yep.
Well, if you get hit by an ambulance, at least you get attention straight away, wouldn't you?
Yep.
And at the roundabout ahead, we're going to turn right.
And we're going to go right at the roundabout. Please, Tony. Looking?
I'm looking to the right, I can see that blue car coming in.
Yep. Walk back straight on.
Nobody coming that way.
No, don't worry about that.
I could go now, couldn't I?
Yep.
Oh, is that what you call a...
Because these are going to block that
block,
car, aren't they?
blocker, yeah.
Yeah, block, that's it. And then he saw us going, so that's when he went behind us.
I sometimes have I sometimes have a problem judging when the ones come up on my right, whether I've got time to make it or not.
Okay. So how do you eventually go then? How do you judge that?
I'll just wait till it's clear.
Okay.
Now we're going to turn left.
We're going to turn left. Okay. What do you think you could use?
Divine inspiration, I think.
Yeah, divine inspiration. Okay. If we could, if you could cross the road, so if you were a pedestrian, so this pedestrian here, if you could cross the road, would you consider that to be a safe gap for you to be pulling out into?
If I could, sorry, can you run that by me again?
If you go back to obviously what we basically know about road safety, so obviously we basically know the highway code, and we basically know that if you were a pedestrian, you walking along the road.
Oh yeah, I'm a pedestrian sometime, yeah.
Yeah. So when would you cross the road? When would you think about crossing the road?
Well, when I know I can walk across safely.
Yeah, so you'd look down the road, wouldn't you, and you'd see the car far enough away to think, well, I could cross the road by the time that car gets to me.
Yeah.
So it's going to be safe for me to cross, isn't it? So we can use that when we're driving as well. So when we're driving, if you consider yourself to be a pedestrian, if you could walk across the road in the time it would take you to pull out, then would you think that would be a safe gap?
Yeah. How does that help me in a roundabout then?
Well, because again, if you think that the time's going to be there, so you're saying that you're having trouble judging when it's safe to pull out.
Oh, you mean if I can get from the give way line and get the rear of my